We got to talk about this first, but I do want to broaden the conversation. Almost everybody that comes on and talks to us about alternatives is really focused on data centers. As I mentioned with our previous guests, there's a lot of concerns about maybe this is all a bubble after those Oracle results, especially because of the concentration of one customer really being the fuel for some of that guidance. How are you viewing the data center build out? Is that still an area where you're looking to deploy capital? Is that still an area where investors are looking to invest in your funds?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very bullish on AI and data center growth in the U.S. But more importantly, we're really invested in really focused on the energy space. And that's where we see massive potential for further private equity investment in the next 5 to 10 years.
All right. So when you're talking about private equity investment, are we talking about nuclear sites? Are we talking about, improving the grid? Like, where is this private equity money going to go? Because we have so many public players when it comes to energy production, energy management, and it's kind of like sister industry water management as well, which you also need for data centers.
Yeah, we are very much focused on energy services and specifically utility services in improving the grid. This has been a priority sector for Ariel. We've looked at over 50 deals in this space in the last 12 months. And as I believe that energy demand is expected to double over the next 25 years, but supply remains highly challenged with regard to supply chain issues, shortage of skilled technicians on the labor side, and that creates real opportunity for us in the private equity space. Specifically on the utility services side, we see significant fragmentation with regard to service providers and real consolidation opportunity for private equity.
All right, so when you're talking about consolidation, do you mean consolidation of utilities, consolidation of energy companies? Where does that consolidation come from, and how does private equity play a part in it? Are you talking about taking these companies private or activist investment? I mean, kind of explain it, because, again, we keep talking about private equity money going into this area around AI and data centers, but it just seems like people will be looking for at least second derivative plays or maybe other areas to invest in.
Yeah, that's a great question. What we're focused on in terms of consolidation is really around the service providers, specifically serving the utilities. We're seeing high fragmentation of these service providers, and there's increased outsourcing by utility to service providers because there's a real shortage of skilled technicians. And so consolidation, what I'm talking about is being able to invest and playing in the consolidation of service providers to these large utilities where we see massive growth.
All right, let me tell you about one other area of this build out that I think must be pretty important: materials, things like the concrete, the rock, everything you need to actually build these buildings. Are we seeing a lot of private equity money go in that area?
Look, I think we are across the entire ecosystem. There's a lot of activity there. And we recently made an investment in a company called Groom Industrial Services, which is really more on the O&M services side, where we're seeing a lot of opportunity as well.